It's so not cheap. I used to just get like just a regular iced coffee, kind of very similar to what I'm making at home right now. And it was like it got up to being just under $6 a day, and I used to get it every day, almost. And it got to be way too much. Alright, let's see what this story has to offer.
We haven't been to the Yae
And it
Publishing
starts
House
with
in a
Paimon
while.
talking. Of
Paimon
course
wonders
it
if they have any new
does.
books in. The one we read with A that time was pretty cool.
Come on, this is a no-brainer, man. There's only one thing worth wishing for, and that is a ton of Mora.
But the exam's next week. If I fail again, I'm seriously done for. I'm better off wishing that my exam goes smoothly.
Ah, it's just an exam. Trust me, there's no problem you can't solve by throwing Mora at it. If it doesn't work, then just keep throwing till it does.
What are they arguing about? It's quite a spirited debate.
Yeah, I have to finish
Really?
Yae's story
You
for
guys
the
don't know.
new event.
You need but stand on this land at midnight, lower your head and recite a special incantation, then your wish will come true. Looks like you guys really aren't in the loop. This, my friends, is the next big thing. A highly effective wish ritual guaranteed to make your wishes come true.
A wish ritual? That right? Even Paimon knows that's just not how the world works.
Even
I
Paimon
didn't
knows.
believe it at
Okay.
first either, but that changed when it worked for someone I know. It's this guy called Kunihiko. He's practically always been unemployed, wastes his days away, and he owes a lot of money. Like a lot. But get this. I don't see him for a few days, and suddenly I find him dressed to the nines and feasting at a high-class restaurant. I heard it directly from him. He used this wishing ritual, and the next day he woke up to find his whole bed filled high with Mora.
His whole bed was filled with... Wow!
Of course, I'm sure the part about waking up lying on a bed of Mora is a bit of an exaggeration. Whether you believe it or not, it's not exactly a difficult ritual. It can't hurt to give it a try, right?
If you're still feeling skeptical, just ask around. There are a lot of very compelling stories going around these days.
Really? Well, come on! Let's go ask around right now, shall we?
Why the sudden urgency? You know the sudden
Well,
urgency.
If it really is true, then just think of all the Mora Paimon could... Oh, and you'd finally be reunited with your twin too. Let's go!
Does she not realize the amount of Mora that we already have? Because it's extensive. Your girl's got a lot of Mora already. Zongli knows not the meaning of Mora, but he really does, but doesn't at the same time. Right? Yep. I'll send him in to deal with the Mora.
On closer inspection, it seems like there really are a lot of people talking about this kind of stuff. Hey, see those two? Paimon remembers them from the Yae Publishing House. One's an editor and the other's an author.
Grasp the thought in mind. Clear like the light of the moon. As close as kin with you. No, thou. Wait, thee? Hear my summons, right?
No, it's not hear my summons, it's heed my summons. Heed! You're never going to get it down at this rate.
That's so rude.
Hey, what are you guys up to?
Whoa! She scared me. Okay. Okay. Where did I leave off with the incantation again?
Incantation? Are you guys trying out this new wishing ritual stuff too?
Junkichi is trying it out, to be specific. He's hit a bit of a creativity block recently, so... I'm helping him make a wish so that he can move past it. I mean, I obviously don't. But Junkichi never listens to an outside opinion, so all I can do is go along with it.
Mr. Shigeru, can you please be a little more accommodating? This is extremely important to me. People have had all kinds of wishes come true become more attractive, get rich quick, ace their studies. I'm just a poor, struggling writer looking to get over a creative hurdle. Is that so much to ask? Anyway, I just know this is going to work. I have a gut feeling about it.
Didn't you say the same thing when you went to make your wish at the Grand Narukami Shrine? Oh, I just know this is gonna work. I have a gut feeling about it.
The omamori from the shrine take too long to have any effect on your luck. Alright, enough of that. Help me get this incantation down. My new book depends on it.
Look, to be completely honest, I think you need to sit down and have a good think about what kind of story you want to write. Where's all that self-confidence you had when you first started out? Look at you now, trying dubious methods from any old light novel.
Dubious. I like that word, dubious.
Wait. What? This wishing ritual comes from a light novel?
Yep, it's from the one called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. No, it's most likely a self-published title. It just appeared out of nowhere and took Inazuma by storm.
That's suspicious.
As a fellow writer, I'll refrain from passing comment on how well the story is written, but everyone is saying the wishing incantations it contains are the real deal.
Look, Junkichi, yes, everyone's saying it's real, it works, but that's only half the story. I've also heard lots of people saying that everyone who's had their wish granted using this method starts behaving strangely.
What's so surprising about that? They're probably just giddy with joy at having their wish come true.
This is starting to sound a little suspicious. Why don't we go to the Grand Narukami Shrine and ask Yae Miko about it? She's the expert when it comes to
Well,
both
it looks
light
like that wish
novels
is about to
and
come
the
true, because I
supernatural.
guess we're gonna go and talk to her.
Come take a look.
Where is she? What? Oh, she's up in the tree. Hello, madame. Oh no, she's casting judgment.
Great,
Oh.
you're here.
Fine, Paimon, just interrupt. I wanted to see what was gonna
hello there,
happen.
young ones. What brings you to the shrine? It just so happens that I have a wonderful novel here. I highly recommend it. Oh? Well, what did you want to ask?
Well, we were just, actually, you were kind of busy. Is this a bad time?
My guy pleading for something over there.
No, not at all. It's nothing major.
Lady Guji, what do you mean, nothing major?
Oh.
I'm begging you,
Oh.
you've got to help me save my brother.
It really is nothing major. I stand by that. Oh, but since you're so curious, let's have him relate the story one more time, just for you.
You two seem to have a good relationship with Guji Ai. Please, put in a good word for me. You have to convince her to help my brother. Here's what happened. My name is Kato Yohei, and my brother is Kato Shingo. All he's ever wanted is to become a swordmaster, so he once asked Sensei Domon of the Meikyo Shisui art to take him on as a disciple. Domon turned him away, took one look at him and said he didn't have what it takes to train in the art of the sword. But my brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could, and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently. But since his victory, he's been acting extremely strange. It's like he's become a completely different person. The doctors can't find anything wrong with him, so I'm betting it must be the work of an evil spirit. That's why I'm here, begging for Guji Ai's help.
You know, there really aren't as many evil spirits lurking around as you seem to think. Your brother achieved the goal he'd been striving toward for as long as he can remember, and now it's gone. It's only natural that he feels a little empty and lost while he's trying to find a new direction. If it were me, I'd just leave him be for a couple of days. He'll recover on his own soon enough.
No, Lady Guji. If you saw him for yourself, you'd know. I guarantee you, he's not acting like someone who feels empty and lost.
Oh, all right, all right. Then tell me, when did your brother spar with Domon's disciple?
About 5 days ago.
5 days ago, you say?
Yes, Lady Guji. That's a long time for him to be acting up like this. I'm really worried about him. Our greatest wish is to one day found our own school, just like Domon. We can't jeopardize that dream now.
Wait a minute, now I'm a little confused. Are you here to save your brother, or are you here to make your dreams of founding a martial arts school come true?
Well, they're kinda two sides of the same coin, aren't they?
Whatever. Let me ask you this. Have you heard of any interesting new rumors lately? If so, I'd love to hear about them.
What? Rumors? I haven't heard anything.
Oh dear. Well, that's too bad.
Lady Guji, please stop changing the subject. This is someone's life we're talking about here. Please, you've gotta help me.
Miko, he seems really desperate. This thing with his brother sounds really bad. Come on, you should help him.
Okay, fine. Then it's decided.
Yay, Miko! So you're gonna help him?
Kato, whatever your name was, these two guests are trusted
Savage.
acquaintances of mine, and in fact, they are experts in resolving all manner of strange and supernatural phenomena. Exorcisms and that sort of thing are all in a day's work for them.
Yeah! Wait a sec!
Really?
Is that hesitation that I detect in your voice? So let me get this straight. You come begging to me for help, I actually recommend someone for the job, then suddenly you start doubting me?
Not at all, never. Whatever Lady Guji says, I trust wholeheartedly. Thank you two for your willingness to help. Please follow me.
No, hold on a hot second, Miko. We may be a lot of things, but we ain't exorcists.
Don't worry. If he wants an exorcism, just grab a handful of salt and mutter some mumbo-jumbo while you're sprinkling it around. It's a common trope in light novels, right? You just have to have a bit of bravado. As soon as the protagonist gains self-confidence, everything else just magically falls into place. Well, you were the ones who seemed concerned about his situation. Don't you think it would be a little unfair to make me do all the work? Besides, we both know you wouldn't be here at the Grand Narukami Shrine unless you had a request for me too. This is an opportunity to demonstrate that you come in good faith.
This feels all wrong. But you technically have a point, so...
Alright, let's go. Don't worry now, I'll be coming along
Is it
too.
just me, or they just, like, did not put
Okay.
the
Let's
final
follow
touches
Yae
on
and go
Paimon's
visit
little
his brother.
collar thing that she has? Because it's just, like, solid blue.
What is going on here?
Is it always
Granted,
solid
you can
blue?
never
I could be
quite
wrong.
sure what's going on in Miko's mind, but she seems even more disinterested than usual in Yohei's situation. Well, a life sentence.
Quiet, Paimon. Well, she told me to sprinkle some salt, so she should give me some, because she acting salty. I'm sure she has plenty to spare. There better be a good explanation on why she's being so rude. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. She foxy. Pun intended. I guess I didn't have to glide here, but what can you do? It's a nice view.
Violet grass is a plant that enjoys a moist environment and is best picked after it rains.
Why'd you gotta say
If you should
moist?
choose to pick any, be sure to store them appropriately.
Ugh. I lost a little bit of respect for Zhongli just there.
How strange.
Just dropping
My
the
brother's
M
been
word.
meditating here pretty much constantly over the past few days, but now he's gone.
Meditating?
Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing after defeating Domon's disciple. He just sits there alone, talking to himself. It's pretty disturbing, actually.
I even love like actual foxes. It's like a dream of mine to have a pet fox, even though I don't know if
But that's
that's
not important right now. Where
actually
the heck could he have gone in his
humane.
current state?
But if it was possible to have one and humane for the animal to have one, I would really like to have one.
This does pose a bit of a problem. If we can't find your brother, well, we can't perform an exorcism with nothing to exorcise, can we? Kato, whatever your name was, given the circumstances, why don't you start by going to find your brother and also picking up a handful of salt on your way?
Salt!
We'll need to use it during the exorcism.
Okay. Okay, got it. I'm on it.
Miko, what about us? Shouldn't we help look for his brother too?
No need. While What's-His-Face is handling that, we'll take a walk around and ask people what they know about the two brothers. Maybe we'll find out some amusing details.
Like, I know there is a kind of fox that you can own, at least where I'm from. It's just like a cute little white, I think it's called like a phonetic fox or phonetic fox, something like that. They just need so much care, but they're like a mix between a cat and a dog, and it's just, oh, they're just so cute.
Hello, sir. We'd like to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh, are you debt collectors? Yohei said to tell you not to worry. He'll be able to pay you back as soon as he has enrolled a few disciples.
Huh? Debt collectors? No, we're not here for anything like that. But, it sounds like Yohei and Shingo have gotten themselves into a bit of a pickle.
Well, yes. I don't think there's any disputing that. Those two don't have an ounce of dedication between them. They just hop between ideas and won't stick to anything.
Huh? But Yohei said his brother has always wanted to become a sword master, and even asked Domon to be his sensei.
That's true, yes. Shingo begged Domon to take him on, and eventually, he finally relented. But even after convincing a renowned sensei to give him a chance, he was the same as ever. Bumming around
I know in
class
certain
instead of
places
focusing
you
on his
can
training.
have foxes. Where I'm from specifically, you can't have a, like, your typical orange fox without, like, a license to have non-domesticated animals.
In the end, Domon had enough.
But yeah,
and
they
kicked him
almost,
out.
like, they need an
But
entire
Shingo
room
was
in your
resentful
house.
about it. He blamed Domon for not seeing his
Just to, like,
potential,
keep them safe
and
when you
even
can't be
declared
around.
that
You
he
need
would
to be
challenge
around,
a
like,
disciple of
24/7.
Domon to a duel.
Wait, what? That's not what we heard.
Oh, how interesting. We heard a slightly different version. My brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently.
Yohei said that? That Shingo trained hard. That's ridiculous. He just lay there cussing to high heaven all day, every day. Some training regimen, that is. Yohei did tell me about Shingo winning the fight, but I took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more about that. He always has reliable information.
They're not really having me go very far. I really hope I get to see Yae Miko's fox form.
Oh. Oh, you mean Shingo and Yohei?
Yeah, we heard that Shingo defeated an apprentice of Domon's recently. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. Wait, So are you here because you heard they're starting their own school and you're looking to sign up?
We're not here to sign up, but we would like to hear more details about the fight.
Well, you've come to the right person. I actually went to watch it. I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art. But when he drew his sword, he became a whole different person. The way he handled his blade, it was like flowing water, mesmerizing to watch. Domon's disciple is no pushover, but he was absolutely no match for Shingo.
Well, I hope. Well, they're gonna need to show it eventually. They can't just like tease us and then never show us what she looks
really
like.
that strong?
Yep.
That would be so not cool. I would not be happy with
He was
that.
celebrating very vocally, saying something like, "What a duel. I haven't felt this good in a long time."
Any other details to share? We've heard that Shingo has been behaving rather out of character since then.
I'd definitely say that he has more energy than he used to. In the past, he never used to do much except lie around sunbathing all day. But just yesterday, for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head. In the space of one afternoon, he did what most people couldn't finish in 3 days. Not only that, but he managed to fell a lavender melon tree with just one kick.
Quite impressive.
Are you okay, Paimon?
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped out. He shouted, "What is that stuff? Keep that away from me!" And then ran off.
Her ears look so fluffy.
Lady Guji, esteemed exorcists. Finally, I found you. I found my brother. He's at the waterfall. And I've got the salt you asked for, too. Come on, let's go!
Oh, as much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some more delicious details, I suppose we'd better be going now that he's been found.
Just ear scratches. Now we're gonna glide from up here. I think eventually one of the other characters I really want to get is Eula. She also has like such a cool character design. She's super cute. Eula? I think her name is Eula. She,
Look over there. That's him at the
she's
waterfall.
an ice... she has an ice vision. I believe she's a Knight of Favonius with a greatsword?
So this is Yohei's brother. Whoa. He's meditating while sitting in a waterfall. That's pretty wild.
Yeah. She's super cool.
Listen! He's talking to himself.
Woo! How's that? Can you feel it?
That's spooky.
Can you feel the feeling of manliness?
Getting Ace Ventura vibes.
Found your own school. Ha! So shallow. How can a manly man aspire to something so lame? Please, spare me. Spare me. I can't feel the manliness. I can't even feel the cold anymore.
I can't feel the manliness.
I can't
She's
take
so
anymore.
pretty. Eula's
I'm gonna
gorgeous.
Yohei,
Although it was really
Yohei,
weird doing the
save me.
storyline where you're in the
Save
mountains
me.
with her, because like she's frozen. Like she has to be.
Did you hear that? All the nonsense aside, he's going for
But
help.
again, she is an ice character, so I guess it makes sense that she wouldn't be cold.
Huh?
But
Who goes there?
He's And now he's coming this way.
No, don't come any closer. Help!
What do we do? Miko, think of something!
I guess her collar is supposed to be just like blue. It would look better with the pattern, though, the like spacey
poor
pattern.
thing. Yohei, your brother's life is hanging in the balance, and he's using his final breaths to call on you for help. Whatever shall we do?
Well, how should I know?
The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels terribly resentful to you about something. Would you mind telling me what that's all about?
It's like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure when the guy's
I don't know
like,
what to
I
tell
cast
you.
aside
I
my
don't know."
humanness, JoJo.
You don't know. But surely you should have more insight than anyone else into how your brother came to be this way? Yohei, I suggest you think very carefully before you open your mouth again. This is a life or death situation. Your brother is your closest relative. You must have noticed straight away when he started acting out of character. And yet, 5 whole days pass before it occurs to you to come and seek help from me. You really expect me not to notice the gaping holes in your story?
I haven't seen it fully. I've seen bits and pieces, and a lot of my friends have seen it. And I know of like that one line,
But
and I find it funny every time I see it.
As you wish. It's fine by me if you don't want to tell the truth.
But from my experience, it is really popular.
But after Shingo dies, you'll be next. It's futile trying to escape. Anywhere in the world you run to, it will be right behind your back. After all, you did summon it together.
Ba ba ba. What kind of animes do you watch? If you do watch animes. It's not for everyone, but a lot of people seem to like it nowadays.
Alright, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. My brother and I used a wishing incantation. We made a wish. Yes, that's it. The one that's all the rage right now. You just have to recite an incantation at midnight and your wish will be granted. Just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol, stepped inside it barefoot at midnight, said the incantation, and lo and behold, spheres of light appeared all around us. After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing sword skills, but his whole personality changed too. Because I was worried that if he goes back to normal, he'll lose his skills with the sword. If that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school, and we'd be back to being poor. I just wanted to keep this under wraps until we'd managed to get the dojo set up and paid off our debts.
So then, why'd you go to the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Well, because with the way he's acting now, I was worried that rumors might start spreading that he's gotten involved in the occult arts or something, and then no one would want to sign up as his disciple. So I was thinking that maybe Lady Guji might have a way to get my brother back to normal, but let him keep his sword skills?
My, look at you with your ingenious
Tisk
schemes.
tisk, young one.
Stop deluding yourself. These newfound sword skills are not his. They belong to the spirit that has possessed him.
You're right. We were wrong to do what we did. We had this coming.
All right, then. Your turn now, my little friend. Toss the salt, and then draw your sword.
I think I've heard of the last one. Oh. I just literally threw salt in his face. Oh, that's so funny. But she didn't get to say any mumbo jumbo. Oh, okay.
It's the
That's cool. I
spirit.
like vampires.
See that? That's what you summoned. And look, now that Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you.
Oh, now I gotta save him.
Save me!
Yep.
Save me!
Save me. Yep.
Miko, he fainted. What do we do now?
We do nothing. But you, little one, just a quick fight and this will all be over.
That's cool. It's so hard to find good vampire stories, like actual stories that make vampires scary. And like not glittery, I'll put it that way. You know what I mean.
Who's this? Ah, a fellow swordmaster.
Oh.
Come on, fight me!
He's coming! Be careful!
Gather!
Boba, get them!
Rain outlines your fate.
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
This is order.
At the frying pan!
Witness the power of good.
Shine down!
What were you saying about the upper hand? Because I'm pretty sure that's me.
That was great! Excellent! Whoop. What a rush!
Yeah, that's something I really love about most animes, is they normally have
I haven't felt this great
fantastic music.
in a long, long time.
He disappeared! But he looked pretty content at the end there. Huh. Well, Paimon sure is confused. Do you know what that was all about?
We can talk about it later. They're about to wake up.
Oh yeah? I'll have to watch it. I'll have to find it somewhere.
What am I doing here? Yae? Yae, is that you?
Shingo, are you alright?
Yae, I had the weirdest
Okay.
dream. I dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with a sword anymore. I even beat one of Domon's disciples. I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now. But then I realized I couldn't control my own body. And there was this voice in my ear talking to me constantly. I was terrified and I wanted to take control of my body back, but I couldn't. And the voice kept talking about manliness.
Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish. We summoned a spirit and it possessed you.
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too much longer. Then the spirit would have haunted your brother until he died of fatigue too.
Thank you, Lady Guji. And thank you for your assistance, exorcism experts.
All right, take him to get some rest. He's very weak right now, having been possessed for quite a few days. He will experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. Remember, this is the price you pay. At this point,
What
I
do
would
you
normally
watch it on?
lecture
Is it
you
like
on the dire consequences of using
Crunchyroll or
occult methods to obtain
Funimation
power that does not
or-
belong to you. But I
Yes, we understand now. We won't do it ever again.
Thank you, Lady Guji. Thank you, exorcists. We'll be on our way then. Come on, Shingo.
Miko, would they really have lost their lives if we hadn't gotten involved? And if so, why the heck were you so reluctant to help out?
They would have been fine. I had to scare them a little, though. Otherwise, I hardly think these two lazy rascals would have learned their lesson.
So, what
Oh,
was
okay.
it that possessed Shingo?
Okay, cool. Understood. It's all good.
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him,
Okay.
can't you?
Paimon's got it. It was
Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions. As a matter of fact, it actually seemed like it was trying to
Huh. Fair enough. But it seemed like it had the opposite effect.
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo's body. Then, you exhausted its strength by fighting it, so it disappeared.
Yeah, I get that. I really
Even
do
if
like
we'd
having
done
like
nothing at
physical
all,
copies of things
Shingo would
too.
have eventually become too weak for his body to host the spirit, and it would have left of its own accord. Of course, it would have been more stressful for Shingo and Yohei that way. Still, the experience may ultimately have been more effective than me scaring them into submission with a little exaggeration.
Whew. Well, the main thing is that nobody got hurt.
All right, seems like we've wrapped up everything here. Come on, off we go.
Hold on, Miko. You say everything's wrapped up, but are you sure about that?
There's quite a few animes that I like. I watch, I really enjoy Demon Slayer. I really enjoy, right now, my, like, fixation is My Hero Academia. But there's
You
a lot
mean
that
you
I've seen and
disagree?
still a lot more that I'm waiting to see. I have a really soft spot for anime movies, like Studio Ghibli and stuff like that. Yeah,
Oh,
but like
you mean that they got the incantation from that book?
Demon Slayer is
Yes, I know
so
the one.
good. And then I saw the
Actually,
train
that
movie,
book's the whole
which was
reason we
fantastic.
came looking for you at the shrine today.
But it takes a lot. It
Incantations
takes
seem really
it takes a
popular right
toll
now.
on like
Human beings
on the
don't have
feels
powers like
when
us
you're watching
yokai.
it.
It's quite understandable for them
But
to
it's
be
so good.
interested in incantations to summon the supernatural.
And it's beautiful.
That's
The art
not
style is
point.
incredible. The
The
colors,
problem
everything.
is
It's
that
just
the
lovely.
incantations in the book are actually capable of summoning spirits and stuff. And loads of people are trying it.
Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully summon a spirit with the incantation, it won't stay with them for very long. I really wouldn't fret about it.
But who wrote this book? And why?
I think you
Don't
can
you think
find
there
it
might be a
on one
bigger
of the
safety risk
streaming
here?
apps. They cut it into episode length
What do you think, Traveler?
clips, and they actually added pieces in it that help with the next season that just came out. So it's like the train arc. If you watch the train arc of Demon Slayer, you're essentially watching the movie.
You're right. Big events in the light novel market should be at the center of her attention, surely. But she doesn't seem to care about this book at all.
Yeah, so like when I watched the movie, I just watched like Demon Slayer movie, and then since then they've cut it into episodes, and then they added pieces and like little tidbits about the season that came out, because when I originally saw the movie, the season wasn't near coming out yet.
Lady Yae, I finally found you.
So it's basically they took the spoilers for the next
Kuroda,
season
what are you doing
out of the
here?
movie in order to show the movie early, which I think is I think it's really cool actually. It didn't really, because it didn't give anything away for what was coming out.
I'm here
which
to
was nice.
report on Yae Publishing House's sales for the last month. All the numbers are here. Please take a look.
Let me see. What? We're losing market share?
Imagine you're just chilling out at the bottom of a waterfall, and a dude runs up to you with paperwork about markets and budgeting.
Yes, overall bestseller, reader's favorite, and trending ranking. We're being beaten in all categories. One book is topping the charts. It's called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Both of you, back
Typical
here now.
Mondays, yep. Oh no,
Miko?
are we in trouble?
What is it? You have a really scary look on your face right now.
Things just got serious. A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is an all-round hit, summarily beating the novels of the Yae Publishing House by every analysis. Just what is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work, and now a rival book comes out of nowhere and steals our thunder. If this isn't the very definition of intolerable, I don't know what is. I have to come up with a
I don't think she's
counterplan.
ever off the clock.
And you are going to help me.
Excuse me, you're just volunteering me? I have treasures to open. Miss Foxy Fox Fox?
Paimon, please. Who wrote this book and why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here? Am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't so important in your eyes after all?
That is emotional blackmail.
Wait, what just happened? Again, you technically have a point, but this feels all wrong.
Nothing's wrong, okay? Come on. We're going to war. I'm going to head back and make some preparations. Meet me outside the Yae publishing house.